We are back with some play of our folio game, Dreadnoughts and Battle Wagons. And I'm not sure if there's more uh, games in this Dreadnoughts and Battle Wagons series. As far as the folio games go, I'm pretty sure River Plate and Denmark Strike are the only two. So we'll look more into this series now that we got this game down. Like I said, it's very basic, but got a lot of good strategies in it. Earlier, though, I want to make it clarify the rule that I was going to maybe when I moved him, I was telling you I had an option to move him a third space. No, when you only move standard, you move 2 or 3, so he didn't have no third movement coming to him. That's only if he moves maximum at flank speed. He's down to standard speed, which is 2 and 3. Cruise speed is 1. So I've noticed that watching my playthrough. It's time to fire. Now all hits are simultaneous, so if anybody does ever inflict a hit on the other ship, you don't penalize that ship on its fire, because you wait till all firing's over and then you apply all the hits. So we'll go ahead and right here we got the old Exeter, and let's find out. I forgot, we got these captains' names here real quick. Hold on a second. Captain Bell here with the Exeter, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a lesser ship because she has really a whole bunch of penalties on restrictions on firing. We moved her on up. She's still at flank speed. I thought maybe flank speed and evasive maneuvers didn't go together, but it did. It just meant that she could not move her full 4 hexes. At flank speed, she can move 4. If she was doing evasive maneuvers, that penalizes you 1 hex movement. It doesn't mean you have to move 1 hex. It means out of your 4, you only can move 3. You're penalized 1 hex. So instead of moving her full 4 at flank speed, she can only move 3, but she's zigzagging around because there's some big guns firing at her. And he done turned broadside, which is never good when you see that. And she's the closest one to him. Oh, now, old Ajax is commanded by Commodore Harwood. Oh, Commodore Harwood has the Ajax flipped around and looking to get off some salvos. And this is pretty close. Let's see how close he is. Oh, his effective range, effective range is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, his effective range is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ouch! 8, 9, 10. The only one outside of his effective range is the Achilles. Let me see if we can find out who their commander is real quick. Alright, let's see our old movie here. Alright. So we got Captain Perry on the Achilles. And Perry has the Achilles turret also with their guns. So this will be a nice little combat. Let's see what the old Grass Spade can do first. She done whipped around. Although these old boys moved first, so yeah, we'll let them get a good shot. Let them shoot first. All right. Number 1, the Exeter has no die roll to start with. It's rolling with a 0, and I believe after all the modifiers, she still will have a 0 because she'll start getting some negatives. Let's move over here to our firing table. Target is at long range. Yep, it sure is. So instead of a 0, she's got a -1. The Exeter is firing, and then she is at flank speed. It's -2, so she needs 2 before she can even squeeze off a shot. She'd get that 2 if she was at broadside, but she's not, so she don't get no +2. And that's about it. So no shot for the Exeter. Now over here, the old Ajax, looking to shoot 3. Let's see how many she gets. Target is at long range, which is longer than half her range, which is we already determined is more. All right, firing at flank speed. I am afraid they are still booking ass, so she'll squeeze off another one, but she'll get 2 back because her captain had her make a little right-hand turn. So she's back up to 3 with that broadside. All right, other than that. That is it. And she is looking to fire on, or to hit on 5 and 6s. Nothing. Wow, they all sailed around. Retrain that crew. All right, we're going back over here. 3 dice for the Achilles. All right. The target is not in effective range, so the Achilles gets 1 taken off again. We'll take another 1 off for flank speed, but we'll gain 2 for him switching over broadside, so he's still got 2. But unfortunately, there's a -1 die for if the target has already been fired on by guns this turn. Huh. I wonder if that means they're making a. They already got shot at once. They're going to start evasive maneuvers. But anyway, that takes off 1. So instead of the 3, as Ajax shot towards the speed, he'll only should be shooting 2. So 5 or 6. That penalty and no good again. All right, now it's time for the old grass B. That top number in the upper left is a 2. So he'll be getting his 2 dice. See how it's modified. Oh, who do we want to shoot at first of all? We're going to shoot at the old Exeter. We don't like her coming on around. Although we see her zigzagging in the water. Oh, what do we do? There'll be modifiers for that. Her zigzagging. Huh. And before we look at it, we got to choose here real quick. We will go for her anyway. All right. Target is at close range. That is 1/4 as the maximum range. All right. I don't think she's at, but she is definitely not at long range because that's greater than half. So let's count this out again. Oh, didn't I just have that sitting here with me? Be right back. All right, half would be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he won't get that penalty. He won't get the none taken away. Now, close range is 1/4. Let me see real quick. We'll be right back. All right, I think 5 hexes away is close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll even give him 6. Nope, that's not. So he won't get an extra die, but he doesn't get 1 taken away for long range. So it's kind of a little spotties in there. Now it's speed. We've slowed him down to standard speed, and it doesn't say anything about standard speed. Only dead in the water. Firing ship is slowed or dead. Firing ship is at flank speed. Firing ship is at cruise speed. So he won't get nothing taken away. If he was at flank, he'd lose 1. If he was at cruise, he'd gain 1 to 3. So he's still looking at 2. All right. Firing ship has conducted evasive action. No. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, hold on. Don't we get a modifier? Let me check this out real quick. No, we're good. I said to see something. Target's dead in the water. Firing ship is at flank speed. Firing ship is at cruise speed. We got that. Now, other. Target is at broadside area of the firing ship, which he is. So he will get 2 more die for the grass B. Let's get down here now. Target is conducting evasive action. It's got a minus number 1. What's that number here? Oh, number of maneuver rating of the target ship. Maneuver rating. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. That'll be a 2. So you minus that number. Oh, wow. All right. Let's see this again. Ooh. Minus the number 1. Minus the number is the maneuver rating of the targeted ship. Well, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So we'll be minusing 2 dice because he's moving around. All right. That is it, I'm pretty sure. All right. -1 if the firing ship is conducting evasive action. Well, he's not, so we don't get that one. So that's kind of cool. Per smoke marker. And the target has already been fired on. So has the Exeter already been fired on? No, it hasn't, so he doesn't get a negative die roll. So that is it. We're firing at the Exeter when all smoke is cleared with 2 dice. 5 or 6. And nothing. All right, then no shots landed in this first round of combat. I'm going to take a little break here because we got some stuff we got to do here today. And I'm telling you what, I am still tired from yesterday. Oh man, that was a killer. But we're good. We're all good to go. The doctor, when I go in for my physical, wants to know if I remain active. Just pedaling for your life for an hour or so to qualify. Then clearing out brush, but yeah, we're good. We're always active here at GWG, almost too active, so we're still recovering, having a good time. We got some stuff we got to do here though. When we come back, like I said, we will continue with the. We won't call it a video. Let me see here. I should know this by now. I want to say administrative. All right, no, after combat's movement, so we'll be moving. No, that's definitely be interesting. We'll be right back. All right, before we go any further, I want to make a little note on speeds here. I think I was incorrect again on the Graf Spee when I said his standard speed he can move 2 or 3. All right, the correct movement for Spee for any ship when you're at slowest speed, which is cruise, is 1 hex. Standard speed for Spee, if he's at standard, he can only move 2 hexes. He doesn't have the option of 1 or 2. It's 2 hexes. All right. These old boys here, cruise speed, 1 hex. It's universal. Standard for them would be 2 or 3. They have an option of 2 or 3 at standard. He has none. He has to move 2 at standard speed. And then flying speed is always your maximum, which is 4. So when he's at standard, he's got to move 2. You don't have no option of 1, 2, 3, or anything like that. Standard speed for the Spee is 2. Could cruise, when he wants to fire all his guns, no matter what, cruise is universally 1. And then flank is your max speed 3. So you got that down pat. We'll be back for some movements. Right back. Moving on to the movement section of our little tabletop battle here between the Graf Spee, the Ajax, the Exeter, and the Achilles. All right, we'll roll for movement. And this is where it might get interesting, or where the die roll has some effect. So let's roll and see who goes first with the British, the white die, rolling with the 1+1 die roll modifier. And the British take the initiative. All right, let's see here. Now, we have the old Exeter. Let me see, is it the Exeter or Exeter? I think it's Exeter. Yeah, the Exeter is going for a torpedo run. Now, on this movement stage, I could take off that evasive maneuvers on her and adjust her speed. We want to get her up there, but I think we're wanting to maybe slow her down a little bit, because number one, you can't fire torpedoes while evasive maneuvers. So let's see here. We will take off the evasive maneuvers. I think we can put it back on, and it'll affect her movement too. So we'll have to see how we want to do this. But her minimal torpedo range is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see if I can get that a little bit more straighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, she's just outside her range. Now, 6 is an okay range, but you get better modifiers, which are just added dice the closer you get. As a matter of fact, 4 to 6, and you're going to subtract a die. And here's her die she's going to start with is 2 for her torpedoes. That's that number on the left with the arrows back and forth. So she'll only be shooting 1 because of her range. If she can get in as close as she can without getting blown up, that helps. Now, there's no actual torpedoes that go into the water. It's just a matter of rolling dice against them. And I don't think that his structural integrity rating 2 comes into play, so I think it's a little bit easier when those suckers hit below the water line to inflict a hit, so we don't take that 2 into effect, which is a big advantage or disadvantage for the Graf Spee. So we're here debating how we're going to do this. All right, so we've taken that off, but if we put it back on, she can only move she'll -1 hex. Right now she's at flank. and then combat your fire. Let's go for it. That's what she's there for. She's at flank speed. She will continue at flank speed. She will go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a little Russian drone. And like I said, that's another thing about those drones. Why is it so hard to shoot those things? I mean, I know they're small, but who would ever figured through all the ages of warfare, since electronics, even in World War I, all you needed was a radio-operated drone to get an attack. Now, I did see on one of those drones, when it came in, it was coming towards those Russian ships. It came in and it started doing circles. They couldn't hit it. Now, I don't know why it didn't just come on in and hit them, but yeah, it was doing circles. It was trying to, and then another one came in. I guess while this one was distracting him and hit the shit up on another side. But yeah, new type of warfare from what we're doing here. But she'll go there. She'll stop, and she isn't doing evasive maneuvers, so she'll be able to fire her torpedoes. And we'll come to that one in the next phase. But it's, well, hold on. I think it's movement then administrative. So we'll see, but right now, that is it. We ain't slowing her down. We got her going at full speed, so... Should I have slowed her down for a better... I don't think that has anything to do with torpedoes, so we'll see. Alright, so that's her. The Exeter is full steam, heading straight on a collision course, just trying to get those torpedoes fired. Now, he's a really good range for those torpedoes, really good range. So there you go. Now here, the Ajax. Do we have him at flank speed still? Yes. All right. You can only slow him down 1. So we'll remove that marker. And he's going to slow down. But he can only slow down to standard, which means he won't get a... Right now, he won't get a 1 die roll or 1 die taken away modifier because we've just reduced his speed. But he won't gain 1 because he's not at cruise, which is 1. So now he's at cruise speed. He can go 2 or 3 hexes. 2 or 3 hexes is his movement at cruise speed. And he can turn after the first movement. So his first movement will be here. 1. Turn. 2. Turn. You can't turn on your last hex. So we're facing this one. We want to face this one. Then 3. There you go. We're at standard speed. And we still got a broadside on them. There you go. We're going to keep him at flank speed. So he's going to move 1. He's got to move obligatory. Then he's going to make his turn. 2, 3, and 4. I think that still keeps him broadside. But he's at flank speed. And that's what we'll do. Alright. Ooh. Before I move to speed. Well, we can't launch them if we evasive action, so that's it. There you go. We're done with the movement. It'll be up to the speed now. He's at standard. He can go 1 down to cruise speed, which means he can only move 1 hex, so he'll just move 1. He will be here. I will also drop some smoke because things could start getting hairy. Oh, I gotta stop. We will be back. We need a battery charge. When we get back, we'll go on to administrative, but there you go. We'll be right back. We'll do a quick administration phase, and during that phase you deal with ship fires, smoke, rudder problems and stuff like that, but we have not met those conditions yet in this part of the game. Everybody's missing. So the first thing we'll do is roll 1 die for the smoke. And 2 means it's depleted. 1 to 3 means it's depleted. So our smoke hasn't lasted long in this little playthrough. Alright, after the administration phase, it's combat. So we need to know who will fire first. I think I got some time for. I have to start making some some Yorkies. Ooh, Yorkies with steak strips. Oh man, I'm telling you, we got it going. We got it going on when old GWG's off work. We eat good. So we got all our facings ready, and I believe the first one to fire will be a Sudograph Speed. So he's barreling it on him. Now the fire won't have nothing to do with what he can do. I mean, it ain't like we're gonna fire at the ship, destroy it before it launches missiles. It's gonna do whatever it does. We apply all hits after the combat. So he starts off with his 2 die. That's that number up there in the upper left, and it will be modified as follows. And there'll be some different modifiers on each turn. Target is in long range, no, so we won't -1, but target's at close range, which is 1/4. I think we said that was 5 hexes. 1, 2, 3. Whew, I'm afraid you are, my friend. And that is a plus, so he'll be throwing 3, trying to hit on 5s or 6s. Target's not dead in the water yet. He might be after this. Firing ship is slowed or dead in the water due to damage, no. Firing ship is at flank speed, no. Oh, firing ship is at cruise speed. That is the slowdown, so you can fire. And boy, we got those guns ready to range in. So when you're firing at cruise speed, you get another dice. Oh, Exeter. If she could survive it. All right, let me press pause real quick. All right, we're back with my clear throat break. Let me see. Oh, that's a cruise speed extra die. Now, target ship is in broadside area of the firing ship. Yes. And we don't have any more red die. Not good when you're getting close to a Graf Spee. Alright. Target is conducting evasive action, no. Firing ship is conducting evasive action, no, per smoke marker. And target has already been fired on. No, it has not. So, Graf Spee eyeballing this ship coming on in and rolling a bunch of dice. Well, we got like 5 or 6. 5 or 6s. Ooh, 2 shots. That's all. That's not good shooting. So he has a 5, and we'll hold this. It was a 5 and a 6. There you go. So he lands 2 hits. Now for each of these, we got to do this little procedure. So for the, let me see here. Let me check the rolls out real quick. We'll be right back. All right. Well, what you do now is subtract the structural integrity of the ship that's targeted from the weight of his fire. So that'd be a 3 result when we get done. All right, a result greater than a 2, conducted as C, but do not modify the die roll. So we'll roll 1 die, and we're looking for a 5 or 6 to inflict a hit on the Exeter. That's just 1 shot. 4. All right, now for our next one. This is for number 5 shot. That one hit the Exeter, but didn't do nothing to it. So we'll see if we can get a 5 or 6 on this one. There's a 3. So the Exeter was hit twice, but didn't do no damage to her. So that's surprising. We're gonna make sure we do this real quick, and we gotta go cook dinner. So we'll be right back. All right, well, the old Exeter counting their blessings after surviving a close salvo and getting hit twice, but nothing for any sustainable damage. So they're going to answer back with 2 torpedo dice. That's a 2 number next to that arrow back and forth. Also, he only gets to fire twice with torpedoes, so we will also be marking him underneath with a torpedoes fired marker. Now, let me look on the chart here for any modifiers on a torpedo attack. Die. All right, if a torpedo's been fired at 4 to 6, you'll -1. And it says here, there's a little note in scenarios taking place in World War I. This is 1939 on this little scenario here. Oh, December 1939. So we'll see that's World War II. Well, that won't count. But it says torpedo range is reduced to 4. With a modifier in effect at a range of 3 and 4, so we are not at range of 4 to 6. We're in a range of 3, so we won't be deleting a die for that. Per smoke marker, there's none. Target is conducting evasive action, and graph speed is not. Then you get a target that's dead in the water, which it is not. So there you go. That is the torpedo die roll. We're rolling 2 against the graph speed. He gets 1 hit. Alright, let's press pause and make sure everything is good to go. We'll be right back. Alright then. We determined the number of dice to be used, and we determined the number of hits scored. So now we determine the nature and extent of the damage caused by the 1 hit. Right back. We're figuring out damage extent. We'll subtract her 2 structural integrity from her weight of fire, which is a 3. So that leaves a 1. It says over here, ooh, if the result is 0 to 1, roll a d6. And we're looking for a 5 or a 6 for damage. A 5, the targeted ship is hit with structural integrity damage, and a 6, it's a critical hit. So there you go. We're looking for a damage to the graph speed. It has been hit by 1 torpedo out of 2, and one of them hit. We gotta see if it did any damage. 5 or 6. Ooh, nothing. So either it bounced off or the damage wasn't significant. And that is it for the Exeter. Squeezed off, successfully squeezed off some torpedoes. Now it only has 1 more chance to squeeze them off, and then it'll be out. So we got torpedoes fired. There you go. Nobody's having any luck. Move over now to the Ajax, and she has got herself 3 dice. See if somebody can zero in. Alright, so we'll go through it like this. Alright, get the old page down here. And get this next to the Ajax. And here we are. Target is in long range, greater than half the printed maximum. So we're looking at. Alright, sorry about the technical difficulties. Longer than half, so half of 13 is 6. We'll round it up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he is longer than half range, so that sucks. We'll take 1 die off of him. Should have been 1 hex closer. Ajax. Alright, target's not dead in the water. Firing ship is slowed. Nope. Firing ship is at flank speed. We were getting a negative modifier, but we're at standard speed now, so we won't get that die taken away. Firing ship is at cruise speed. No, so we won't get a die added. We're at 2. Alright, target ship is at broadside. Yes. So we will get another 2 dice. This could be a nice shot. Alright, target conducting evasive, no. Firing, conducting evasive action, no. First smoke marker, no. But if the target has already been fired on by guns this turn, and we have fired torpedoes. However, torpedoes don't count. That's an exception. So we don't get that one taken away. And that is it. We're looking for 5s and 6s. Go Ajax. Looking for some payback. At long range, but might not affect. Gets 1 hit. Alright. So we subtract 2 from 2 equals a 0. Find out what that means here in a second for the extent of the hit. Alright. Oh. If the result is a 0, there you go, 0 to 1 again. Looking for a 5 or 6 on the damage. Die roll. 5 will be structural integrity, 6 will be a critical hit. Nothing, so nobody's done anything yet. Alright, going back over here. 3 dice for the Achilles. Alright, Achilles is, I wonder if that's a broadside. Yeah, that's a broadside. She'll qualify. So, the target is at longer range. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, she is. Minus 1 die. Target is nope. Target flank speed, no. Oh, hold on. What do? We got a marker here. She's at flank speed. Minusing another one. We didn't slow her down. Target ship is at broadside. Yes, it is. We'll give her 2 more. Oh, target has already been fired upon. Yes. And these guns here qualify. Torpedoes don't, but these do. So we'll be taking one away. So let me shoot with just 2 from the Achilles. Going at flank speed. No hits. Alright, that'll take care of the combat. Ooh, for this round, we're moving on here to turn 4. Make sure we're not ahead of ourselves though. Combat is movement. Yeah, we are a little bit ahead of ourselves. Let's move that back to 3. I just want to make sure we do that. Alright, so after combat is the movement phase. We will roll to see who has the initiative. +1 for the British. The British take it. That is key. Alright. What can we do? What can we do? I like that torpedo attack. We don't get none from a gun. So I think on our movement we're going to try to... Ooh, well, you know what? Flank speed really didn't affect the torpedoes. So we can do that. Let's, let me see. How do we want to do this? We want to fire first. We want to move. Fire our torpedoes and lay some smoke down. Yeah. I think that's what we want to do. Move. Lay down smoke. And then when our combat comes down again, we can shoot those torpedoes right at them. It depends on who has to fire first. It don't really matter, but yeah, we could cover our compatriots and squeeze off some shots. So we're gonna stay at flank speed. We're gonna move like this. Ooh, you'll Exeter. Okay, hold on a second now. We gotta watch ourselves. We got in a little bit too close because. Oh, let me show you a rule here real quick. Alright, unfortunately for us, whenever a ship moves within 2 hexes, and we gotta go forward at least once, so the old grasp speed is gonna fire on us. Oh man. Oh, we went there too close. We can move 1, then he gets a fire, then we gotta make a turn and put down a bunch of smoke and hope to get the heck out of there. We're gonna keep with our flank speed. We're going to do this. We're going to move 1. Alright. Give me a smoke marker. We're laying down smoke. Then I am turning. Oops. We'll keep everything like this. And I'll turn 1. I'm allowed to turn 1 after I move 1. But now I'm within 2 hexes. So we got to get the old 2 die roll for the grasp speed because he gets a reaction fire. Alright, we're having a good time here with this game. I think so. Oh, I can't wait to watch the movie and see how it ended. We got more stuff to do. We'll be back though when we come back. Grasp speed firing at the Exeter. Alright, we got reaction fire from the grasp speed. Exeter's, I guess she's running, looks like she's running alongside of her. Yep, she's going to fire a salvo. And this shouldn't be pretty. I think she got away with one. We'll see if her luck holds out. Alright, start out with 2 dice. Target is at close range. That is for sure. That'll be another 1 for the grasp speed. Alright, target is dead. Firing ship is slow or dead in the water. Firing ship is at flank speed. No. Firing ship is at cruise speed. I don't think she is, or did she show it? Oh, she did. Slow down. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be a full blast. Alright. The ship is in broadside area. It most definitely is. So there you go. Alright. What else we got? Firing ship. Nope. Per smoke marker. Target's already been fired on by guns this turn. It has been. Yeah, it has been. He fired on her once already, so we'll -1 die. 5 or 6s to blast getting way too close. Exeter. One hit. That is it. Alright, let's see here. We -2, or we -4 from 1. Is that what we do? I think we do. Let me check that out again real quick. Oh, no. Yeah, 4 from 1. Hold on. No, wait, this is important. You're minus the ship integrity of the targeted ship from the weight. So that's a 3. But the result is, 0 to 1. Oh, if the result is 2 or greater, conduct as C. Alright, but do not modify. So again, we're looking for that 5 or 6 on a 1 die roll from the Grasp B. 5 for a structural integrity hit, and 6 for a critical hit. 5. So it did go through. Well, you figure something that close, it's going to hammer the hell out of them. So let me see here. Structural integrity. We'll see if she gets flipped over, what happens. We'll be right back. All right. So the way this game goes, the Exeter gets hit with 1 hit marker. Now, if it gets hit with 2, that surpasses her structural integrity, and she's flipped over to her damaged side. Unfortunately, she don't have a flipped over side, so I think that'll do it for her if she gets hit again. So that was 1 of her 4 movements. She flipped on over. Oh, she'll move 1 more this way. 2. Let me put that hit marker underneath her so we can see what's going on. Tarps fired, flank, 1 hit. She's heading this way. 1, 2, 3. And we'll put smoke everywhere. 3. Then we'll go here to 4. And she'll stay there. So at the end, I want it to look like this. 1. Torpedoes fired. We'll just leave these out like this. Then she goes this way. Alright, that'll be your movement. Tarps fired, she has 1 hit. Alright, oh, and smoke. We want to leave smoke here, here, ooh, here, and here. Alright. So the Exeter has performed her duty admirably. Hopefully she can get off another couple torpedoes. He wants to fire. He's gonna fit these boys. He's gonna go through smoke if he can even fire. We'll check out the die roll penalties. Make sure everybody's going the right way. Yeah, alright. That is the look of it. Torpedoes fired. Now when she fires her other torpedoes, she's only allowed 2 salvos. There'll be a torps out. I mean, torpedoes out, she'll be done. But 1 more hit on the Exeter, and she's out of the game, destroyed. And there's the old Grasp B heading on alongside. So hopefully, let me see, this is the movement phase. We'll go to administration and then combat. So she will get a chance to flip her stuff on out of there. Alright, that is it. We will be back with more movement, I guess. Take a little break, be back. Alright, moving on from the Exeter's little performance there. And job, not really well done because she didn't score any hits, but yeah, she laid out some smoke, protect her buddies, and it's time for the Grasp speed to move. Now, he is at a cruise speed, which means he can only move 1 hex. So he would just go ahead and keep our broadside going and move 1. Now I could pivot if I want, change my headings, but I think what we will do is keep our broadside against everybody. And there you go. We're just going to move 1. Now the key thing is here, for all these ships and just naval strategy, is to get your broadside against the the other players, you know. So we need to get these ships here around broadside here, so he don't get a bonus broadside die roll bonus. That's 2 dice extra he gets on that broadside. So we have to cut that down, see what we can do. But that'll be his movement. Now I'll finish the 2 movements here. The British won the movement roll. So let's see the speeds we got over here. The Achilles is at flank speed, so he can go 4. He's going to try to hurry up and get in front of that, out of his broadside range, which is this hex right here. I don't know if you can see, but I don't know if we'll be able to get there. We'll try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep his speed at flank. So, and when you do increase or decrease speed, you can only do it once. So from flank, he can only go down to standard. He can't go down to cruise. So the same way here, he's already got a broadside. He'll have a broadside. Everybody's got their broadside bonuses. Oh, he is at standard speed. There you go. We didn't put a marker underneath him, so do we slow him down or speed him up? Standard means he can move. His maximum is 4. Cruise speed is 1. So his standard speed is 2 or 3. So we have an option on that. 2 or 3 hexes at standard speed. And you want to make sure you got us facing the right way too. What do we want to do? I think we'll move the 3 hexes at standard. You know what we need to do? Let's try this. We go 2 to 3 with standard. 1. Then we can make our turn, which is 2. So we'll go 1, 2, and then 3. Check that out. So this way here, you can't pivot. You can go here 1, and you got to figure these are mile wide hexes, so you can definitely, make a nice turn. So we'll go up here, turn facing 1, facing 2. That's a 2 number in front of the 4, and that'll be 1, 2, 3. So there you go. We did this little pivot. We'll try to get behind him. He'll get in front of him, and he's gonna, what do you call it? Decoy him. See if we can't squeeze off a few more or another salvo or torpedoes. With that, we'll take care of movement. Oh, I don't know if I need to call it a video. I got to find my instructions, find out where we're at and how long this is. But we're having a great time. This little, I don't want to say medium or meaty. Easy for me to say. I want to say mini game. It is our medium game here, and like I said, kind of basic, but we're having a great time with dreadnoughts and battle wagons. Be back. We'll keep the game going. And after the movement phase is the administrative. I think the only thing we have to do is roll for smoke. So from left to right, 1 to 3 depletes it. 6, that one's good. Next one. 1, he is depleted. Next one, this is key here. We need this. 4, he's good. The very last smoke. 3, depleted. Ouch. That's what's our smoke screen. All right. We see here administrative phase. We'll move on to turn number 4 and find out what else we do. Note all speed and other status changes to each ship in play and implement any relative special rules in the inclusive rules. Lastly, turns remain. Advance a turn marker. Or if it's the last turn, determine a victor. All right, well, I am still feeling down from that little excursion from fishing. That was 3 or 4 days ago, so I think I got a bug. I just worn out. Can't get enough sleep. I think you probably hear my voice is kind of raspy, so the girlfriend had something earlier, so I think I might have caught it, but yeah, just a little bit on the run-down side, ready to take a nice little easy day. And I want to get playing or get going on War for America. We've been neglecting that one for like the last 3 or 4 days. We got a lot of good playing to go on there, so we're just down here messing with this casually and enjoying our little, not a box game, but not a mini game either. It is an intermediate game called a folio game. And like I said, this one here is kind of basic, but I pulled the trigger on a a couple other ones that'll be coming down the pack because I was so impressed with this one. It's a nice game. All right, well, that'll take care of the administrative phase. When we come back, it will be the combat phase. We'll be firing again, getting close quarters. And then when we're done with this game, we got a couple Graspy, one movie and one documentary. Find out how it came about in real life. We don't want to watch that until after we've done our little playthrough here. So, having some fun on my gaming season for about maybe 3 weeks. Then it'll be back to reality and back to the rat race. Ouch. Be back. All right. Well, yeah, I think we are going to call this one a video. And when we come back, we'll have some real interesting combat situations going on here. You know, Exeter want to launch another salvo of torpedoes, and like I said, they're all simultaneous, so she'll be able to launch them, he'll be able to fire. The smoke is cleared, she can fire, everybody can fire, so it'll be a real interesting combat phase. Don't touch that dial. When we come back, more turn 4 of dreadnoughts and battle wagons. Always like the big ships. Like I said, we got the Kaiser's fleet coming down the pike, where I'm curious as to how that all differs, because like I said, this is a basic game, but this is pretty much all you need, you know, so I'm sure there'll be other details in it. But and I think Jutland by Compass Games is coming down the track. So yeah, we're gonna start getting into the old, a little bit more of the all water map. And another thing we want to get into maybe further on down is an all air game encompassing all air units. So we haven't done that yet either. So having a great time. A little under the weather, so I'm going to call this a video, upload, and take the rest of the day off. Watch some videos. We'll be back.